for 3 minutes. Your mics are still off. No hot mic situation, but we are streaming, so please don't do any gestures or anything inappropriate.
Laura, air dry that stuff to me. Don't change everything.
All right, we can lower this down a little bit. Okay, Mike, are you getting jazz? Could you bring your volume up over there and just tell me if you're getting jazz? At least someone's getting ads. All right, maybe you can't. Maybe it won't happen. Two 58525.
Building your online business?
You getting an ad too? How about that? Good day.
Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated.
Someone's getting ads. Oh, wait. There's audio. Where's this audio coming from? I can hear me. Maybe you can't. I can hear me. I'm not supposed to.
Building your online business?
Now I'm getting. So can you guys? People can hear me, but they can't hear you. Hold on, they're not supposed to be doing that.
On a single integrated.
Wait.
Buonasera. Welcome to Tasty Thursday. I always want to say Tipsy Thursday, which brings me to introducing you our guest bartender, of course, the one and only, the M to the G, the godfather of all godfathers. I present to you Mr. Mike Genovese.
Holla at your boy, it's a Godfather. Mike G, that's right, baby. I'm here and ready to prep up some good stuff for you. Some good mimosas. Let's do it.
Okay.
What you got cooking?
We are going to do, it is collaborative. We're going to do, I was thinking like, what am I going to do for this Tasty Thursday, okay? Because I'm not going to see you before Easter, so I figured some kind of Easter themed situation. So I'm thinking brunch. Everybody loves brunch. You go to church, you wake up, you do the bunny thing with the kids, you go to church, you come back, you have brunch. How fun is that? How fabulous is that? And if you're lucky, you are going to be drunk off of mimosas, which bartender is going to be providing for us while your kids are dealing with all the stuff that came into their Easter basket. So he's going to make some mimosas, different flavors. That's on him. I'm going to do a quiche, sort of quiche lorraine situation, and a charcuterie board, charcuterie board, which we call a charcuterie board. And I'm going to do some almond croissants, which are so delicious. All recipes, well, both recipes you have found on you can get on lorraineInthekitchen.com. So you can either A, make them for Easter or any kind of brunch, or B, you can cook along with me right now because I posted the recipes yesterday. So, bartender, do you want to explain the mimosa situation?
Yeah, let's get this popping, all right? Let's get this baby popping. We're going to start off with a pop. Bing,
Always
bang,
a sign
baby.
of a good time, right?
Bada bing, bada boom, all right? Starting off with a pop. I'm going with a couple mimosas today. We're going to do a beautiful rosé mimosa with lemonade, simply lemonade, by the way.
Rosé
very
all
good.
day.
We're also going to do a traditional mimosa with some orange juice and some beautiful prosecco, and then we're going to do another one, a little fancier, a little bit of Saint Germain. Saint Germain, underrated. Thank you for the orange juice there. Saint Germain orange juice and prosecco. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say, but it's going to be banging. Okay, so I'll get you started with that. Larita, back to you.
So, for my charcuterie board, which I figured it would be so fun to do with, obviously a breakfast brunch situation, and I wanted to add some bacon. Well, my bacon was in the freezer, so I just take it and I pop it into the oven. It still needs to be in there a little bit longer. Yeah, pop it in there a little bit longer. It doesn't need to be perfect, but trust me, it works, and it works very well. My oven's on at 400 because I'm going to need it at 400 to make my quiche. To make my quiche, I would ordinarily use cooked bacon. However, I have some ham because I made a honey glazed ham, and I'm going to dice up some ham. I've got some cheese I'm shredding, always shredded by hand because you know what it's like when you buy pre-shredded cheeses. They're coated with like a waxy, floury substance, and they never melt that well. So always grate your own. They taste 10 times better, and they just, I think, tend to work.
That's some good ham, Diane.
So go ahead, Diane. I would love to hear from you before we go into the Q&As. I would love for you, because M to the G over there is going to be reading me your questions and comments, but I would love to hear from you. What are your favorite Easter traditions that you grew up with, that you have always done? I would love to hear it, and I will tell you some of mine. And I want to ask our guest bartender, what are some of your favorite Easter traditions?
I got you, boo. I got you.
No, I'm asking you, what are some of your favorite
Oh, right
Easter
now?
traditions?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm live. Okay. Well, let's talk about it. So I love, when I was a kid, I used to love, going to your grandparents. You start the day at your grandparents. You got to start the day going to church too. A little bit of church in your life. Get a little bit of vitamin G, as I call it. G-O-D, as they say. Then I, come home, have some beautiful breakfast, a nice little brunch, as they say. And then after that, you gotta start, obviously you start off the day with a beautiful Easter basket because, you gotta get the candy. I mean, listen, I gotta keep my calorie count high. It takes a lot of work to do that. So start off your day with a nice Easter basket, some good candy. I'm a big fan of Reese's. I'm a big fan of...
Reese's or Reese's?
Reese's. I don't know. Tomato, potato, as they say. Also, I love a good Ferrero Rocher. Those little balls that have the... Molto buono, as they say. So, then it's all about the family, all about the friends, all about being with everybody that you love. And that's what makes it most. And you got to celebrate with that vitamin G starting off because that's the way it starts. I got 2 Italian uncles who are priests. And if I don't go to church, I got that guilt piling on, so I got to make sure I'm doing it right.
That's right.
How about you?
Well, I pretty much have taken on every tradition since I moved here, obviously, especially since having my own family and creating my own family, because you know I'm a big believer of you can create your own family, and we have. But you know, I keep traditions alive for us. A lot of the tradition is through food, so I make lots of very traditional things that symbolize Easter for us, and just sort of like family recipes, and that remind us of a different time and place, and also it reminds us of those that are no longer with us. So that's why I think traditions and food particularly are so important. Except, and I'm about to drop a bomb because people are going to be like shooketh, I have taken Easter off this year. We are actually going to be going out for Easter sort of dinner, early dinner, for a multitude of things. One, I worked my tuches off last year. I created, I think we counted about 260 different recipes. I wrote a book. I did a whole lot of work, and I hosted every single holiday. So I have earned a break. But also, I have quite literally been filming Easter recipes that I've been sharing with you on Instagram and YouTube, obviously. So I've already done pastiera, I've made lasagna, I've made eggplant parm, I'm going to be doing grilled lamb chops. So we are still getting those delicious recipes and that experience of eating with people that we love. So I didn't feel like I was really taking it off, if that makes any sense. And I just kind of wanted the day to go to church. I wanted to go to church with the family and then just have a big dinner out with people. And that is going to be my Easter.
Listen, Loretta,
I don't feel a bit bad about it.
One thing I got to tell you, you did enough cooking just for me to deserve have Easter off. So I got to tell you right now, ain't nobody going to give you crap about that.
No, I don't feel a wee bit bad about it because I don't. I'm going to pass it over to the bartender because I forgot a bowl.
Oh,
Actually,
okay, let's
several
talk
bowls.
about this. Let's talk about this. Let's have some group therapy right now. Uncle Mike is making a beautiful, we're starting off, I can make this two different ways. So this is going to be, oh, nice little crowd
Sorry,
there.
I
Good
tried.
job, good job. You said so good. All right, so I'm going to start off with throwing some OJ, some great, Florida orange juice in here. Go all the way, mostly the top here, right? Because you want to get that OJ inside the ice, getting cold, getting chilled. And by the way, I'm not a professional bartender. I just love making drinks for people I love. That's what I do. Whenever I come here, that's the first thing I do. I make the drinks. So, OJ, and then we put it in the shaker. I like to put a little bit, now you're going to be, I'm being a little crazy, a little bit of the Luxardo cherry juice in the top. Drizzle it in the top of the shaker. Now that right there is the money, okay? That's the money, okay? So what we're going to do now, put the shaker on it. It's simple and easy, right? Simple and easy. It's Easter Sunday. You're trying to keep it easy for the family. You're not trying to get involved in making 16 different drinks for 16 different people. It's not fun. Shake it up. Or shake it off, as our favorite singer would say, if you're a Swiftie. Well, maybe, I don't know. It may not be your favorite singer. I don't know. But for me and Joe,
But
it might
should
be.
we are? I mean, I don't mind the Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Not my kind of music. We've talked about this. My people understand. I listen to music not to relate. I don't listen to music to somber and no. I listen to music to shake my tail feather.
Oh, yeah.
I just
Rock that body,
when
as
I
they
put
say.
music on, I want it to be like, I don't know, upbeat. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I'm also really selective with music. I am either into salsa music, as we all know, particularly Mark Anthony, love of my life, or gangster rap.
I mean, why not?
I do
right?
love a Celine Dion ballad. I have seen ballad.
See, I'm more of a Whitney than a Celine Dion. I'm more of a Whitney person.
Yeah, but they're like the same
you know?
category. I've seen Celine Dion, and that goes down as one of the best concerts I've ever been to.
But better than Mark Anthony? I don't know.
Whoa,
I don't know if I
that's
can
not
even.
what I said.
I just went there, bro.
That's
I
not
just
what
went
I
there.
said.
Listen, little
Don't
bro.
put words in my mouth. That's not what I
Listen.
said. I said it was one of the best concerts of it. I also love a show tune. I love a musical, okay?
Oh,
Give me
Greatest Showman, right? Isn't that your
Greatest
thing?
Showman, one of my
Yeah.
favorites, okay?
I got
Les
you.
Mis is also very underrated in terms of
Ooh.
music. Very
We go
underrated.
ham. Okay.
But Mark Anthony's still the best concert I've ever been to. The
So
end.
do you want to see? Do you want to see? So I'm making one drink a traditional mimosa. I'm making one with my Saint Germain and prosecco because you got to do it. You got to do it. So here's a little bit of Saint Germain inside the glass, right? We're going with one little thing of Saint Germain here, right, in the bottom. Just one little shot here. It's a big shot. It's fine. It's fine. We like it. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pour our concoction because again we're trying to keep it easy, right? Sage romaine is going to give you that elderberry, elderflower type of thing. We're going to pour almost to the top, or to the top, as Papa Sal would say. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go here. Go a little bit more here. This is going to be a traditional, right? So you see it's a little bit of red. A little bit of red in there is fine, because guess what? That means that's where the cherry is. And then you pour a little bit of bubbly. Like most people would say, you know, more bubbly the better, but bubbly for me is more about being pretty. It's also breakfast. You're not trying to get, you know, sloshed around and throwing, you know, before you know it, you're throwing your ham at Uncle John because he's, you know, upsetting you at the dinner table, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to throw on a little garnish. All right, you feel like a little garnish? We're going to do maybe...
I love a garnish.
Make it pretty. Make it pretty.
I love a garnish.
We're going to throw on a beautiful little raspberry.
Okay, here we go. I was trying to get to everybody's comments and I couldn't.
There we go.
It was making me panic.
You're good, you're good. And then I'll throw in an amaretto cherry, and then I'm going to bring it over to you, Laura, so you can have it, have a little taste.
If one person does the vomit emoji to Mark Anthony,
I was about to say,
you're
I
gonna
just
be catching
saw
these
that.
hands.
I just saw that. It's
you're
a
going to
vomit
be catching
emoji.
these hands, okay? It's just a warning, okay? Just a warning. Okay. I was going to ask you if you remake all of the classics on the day of the holiday, since you share so much of it. Usually, yes. Usually, I have to make it for you ahead of time, and then I got to make it for everybody else, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Larry, they're coming in hot. So we got the Saint Germain with a sprig of mint.
No, I want that one.
And we got the traditional.
I would like the traditional.
All right.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Salud.
Salud.
Look at my apron. I'll stab myself in
Oh,
the eye.
little bro, you're missing out on that Saint Germain. That's some spicy meatballs right there. That's right. I'm warping back.
Slight bit tart.
Hey Jojo, what you having?
What you making?
You want? I'll make you a sparkling rosé. Sparkling
Perfect,
rosé?
perfect.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Sparkling rosé all day.
All day.
Anyway, I have a tart. No, I have a pie crust in the oven. I miss Spurtle. Okay, I do. I miss Spurtle. It was a good time. She'll be back. But I have a pie crust in the oven because I'm making a quiche Lorraine. Okay, quiche Lorraine is composed of pork, bacon. Usually, I'm doing ham because I can.
That's
Sharp
a good ham,
cheese.
Diane.
So go ahead,
Ham because you
Diane.
can. I like that.
Ham because I can. You see what I'm saying?
I love it.
I would also not knock it with some breakfast sausage. I'm just saying, I would not. And I would certainly not knock it. I may lay with it if it had breakfast sausage and bacon in it. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I just lost a bunch of blueberries.
Instead of the meatballs falling off the table, you got the blueberries falling off the table. It's okay. It happens.
It's okay. It's
Guess what?
okay.
It's meant to be fun.
It's
right?
okay.
And if you don't make happy little mistakes, then what
It's
kind
fine.
of Bob Ross are you?
It's fine. I do need eggs, okay? I do need eggs. Don't be jelly of my fabulous apron, okay? Mia has a matching one. We will be wearing it on Easter morning. It's gonna be great. I need 5 eggs. 5 or 6, I don't know. Tomato, potato. If your eggs are really small, then you can do 6. But these are nice large, so let's just go with 5. 5 eggs, okay? Put these to the side. We're gonna do a little S&P because I need some pepper. You know, I have a tall one of these, which I lovingly call Papa Sal, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's got dark hair. You know, it's dark like my dad's got dark hair. It's tall like my dad, and it never works right. Like one day, it's like bipolar. Like one day it's happy and it works great. The next day it doesn't work at all. I love him nonetheless, my peppermill and my dad. But that's why I lovingly call him Papa Sal. This is mini Papa Sal, which actually works in my hands a lot better. I'm gonna use the fork that I had my ham, and then I'm gonna need some heavy cream, okay? 5 eggs to half a cup of heavy cream is usually my go-to ratio, and I'm gonna eyeball it. Why am I gonna eyeball it? Because I'm a baller, okay?
Shot caller.
Shot caller. I spelled it wrong the other day on a text message. I was texting Joe, and he was like, "You spelled it wrong."
It's 2 words, shot and caller.
In my mind.
SHOCCALLAR. That's not a word.
No,
It's all good. It's all good.
I don't know.
I got a quick question for you, Laura, from the community out here.
Yes, hit me with all these questions.
So if you can be a sandwich, which sandwich would you be?
Okay.
All right, that's my favorite
Now.
question to ask people, and I got it, and I just need to do
Now,
it.
none of you are going to know what I'm talking about, and that's fine, okay? But I'm very particular, very particular. Joe will know Joe, you'll know. Okay, by the way, I blind baked my crust, except I didn't put the weights on it because I forgot. But it's perfect. So, see? There's this deli in Quarto where my mom lives in Italy. I don't know where they get their bread. I think they make their bread, their prosciutto and their mozzarella from. I don't know, okay? But it's the best you'll ever have in your entire life. And when I'm there, like if we go to the pool or something like that, we go get sandwiches. You know what I'm talking about, babe? I don't know what addictive additive is added in that, but it's all it is. It's the best bread you've ever had in your life, the most delicious buttery prosciutto you've ever had, and the mozzarella that when you bite it, the milk just drips. I'm dead. It's the best. That would be my sandwich. You know why? Because it's got the best quality. It's the best of the best. It's simple. Short and sweet to the point, simple, but a luxury.
Oh, that
That's it.
sounds
I don't need fluff.
phenomenal.
I don't need fluff. I just need simple, okay? I'm just saying. I need
Phenomenal.
simple. I was going to say I whacked some eggs. I cracked some eggs and some heavy cream in that bowl. To it, I know I'm trying to move things out of the way so that you can see. I'm doing some ham. Leftover honey glazed ham. So good. So delicious. Try and dice it small though, so it sort of disperses throughout. You need about half a pound or so, give or take. But listen, I'm not coming to your house and measuring. You shouldn't be coming to my house and measuring. You know what I'm saying? And then some grated cheese. I'm very excited about it because I have not had quiche in a really long time and I don't know why, but I feel like I should do like a remake because this is still the same basic recipe I've used for the past 13, 14 years that have been on Laura in the kitchen. And it just needs to be revisited, Okay, good ham.
That is my love language, Larita. You know that already.
Oh yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty of ham. And plenty of cheese. Pop that in there. That's gonna have to probably bake for 25, 30 minutes-ish. Something like that. I already seasoned it with plenty of black pepper. And that's gonna be good. I love a quiche, I love a veggie quiche. I love like a margarita pizza quiche with fresh tomatoes and fresh mozzarella. Delish. Can you hit me over here?
You got it.
Because it's gonna go in there.
Coming at you, burner 1.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Oh
right
yeah.
on.
Oh,
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Look at that. And I just want you to know, I did not measure. It just happened that way. Don't ask me to do it again because chances are will not happen. Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
You got this, little brother.
Don't fall.
You got this. You put that in like a champ.
The bacon's going. Uncle Mike, ask me some questions.
Well, first of all, can I just show you this beautiful work of art I have right in front of me?
Work
Look at this.
of art.
Look at this. Look at this. Okay. So we got our rosé and lemonade, right? So you want to use a sparkling rosé because a little bit of sparkles in there, right? Some bubbly, okay? And then I threw a sprig of mint on top, fresh mint, and a beautiful Luxardo cherry and a raspberry, just for a little bit of garnish, and it tastes good too, right? And then I threw a little orange in there too, just for some look. So it's very fruity, but also very festive for the morning, which is nice, okay? So as far as questions go, let's cut to the audience for questions here that I got. We have, what are your Easter bunny traditions? From Lily Serbe Shiri Life. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. But what are your Easter bunny traditions, Larita?
Well, we do a egg trail for the little one to the basket.
You want to try this one before it goes to JoJo, just to give it a little try? Sorry.
This one with Saint Germain?
It's the, no, it's not Saint Germain.
No. Thank you.
I don't know how I feel about that look. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's the combination of so many things in my mouth. But this is so perfectly tart.
Thanks,
just
Papa.
how I like it. I don't like a sweet mimosa. This is perfectly tart.
That's, I know.
Anyway, same thing usually. The bunny thing with the little one. Then we head to church. Then we come back. Then we have pastiera for breakfast while she opens up her Easter basket, and then she goes on an Easter egg hunt to our neighbor's house while I clean up the kitchen and just basically start cooking, because I will start cooking around, what time do we get back from church? Like 12, church is around 10, it's an hour. So by the time I get home, it's like 11:30 or so. And then I start cooking around 1, and then everybody starts showing up around 4. And then we just pretty much eat from that until we hate ourselves. So that is how my tradition goes, and it is beautiful, and I would not change it except this year.
Another question from the audience, from Caitlin. Do you prefer spiral or regular ham? I think regular ham is juicier, but spiral is the flavor is better.
No.
I think spiral is better, personally.
I'm going to tell you what. Regular ham, flavor's elite. It doesn't dry out. It's a pain to cut. Spiral looks beautiful, much easier to cut, but much easier to go wrong. So if you don't cook it just right and you dry it out, because remember, once it's sliced, right, there's nothing else giving it moisture. When you dry it out, you dry it out. That slice is dry, right? So you got to cook it just right so that you don't dry it out. But I do think that a whole ham is a lot more forgiving. That's pretty much it. It's just a lot more forgiving. Oh, I gotta put a timer on for my quiche. Okay. Hold on, hang tight. Timer. Okay. Any other questions for me?
How do I find a super chat comment, Joe? I know you asked me to get
we
you
have
one.
a super chat comment that came in a minute ago from Krista. She says, any advice for make ahead potato gratin?
Ooh.
Gratin.
They show up in a different color in the comments.
You can actually make the whole thing ahead of time and then just reheat it at a splash of cream. That's it. I would, I think my potato gratin, let me go to laureninthekitchen.com because my potato gratin, here we go. Let me go. Okay, I would, in my latest potato gratin recipe, I tell you to cover the casserole and bake it for 1 hour, then uncover and bake for an additional 45. This is what I would do if I were you. I would bake it for that 1 hour covered, take it out of the oven, let it cool, cover, refrigerate. The next day, 350, 45 minutes. You're good. That's what I would do. You can just totally make it ahead of time, for sure. Mashed potato is a different story. You know, I don't love a make ahead mashed potato because you can reheat them and that's fine and it works. But every time you reheat a mashed potato and you whip that starch back up and you whip that air back in, it's going to turn to glue eventually. So I just say soak them in cold water the night before, do the peeling and all that jazz the night before, and then just boil them last minute. That's what I would do. That's
Very
not what you
nice.
asked though, but I did answer your question.
I got a good question over here for you from the audience. From Kid Out One says, and this is one of my favorites actually. I kind of giggled at this one. How do you explain to Nona what you do for a living? Oh, that's a lot of words.
Well,
right?
I said, I know. I show myself on the internet as my job.
You got to be a little more specific.
That can be taken a lot of different
I said,
ways.
but before I go any further, just know it's because I'm cooking. And she sees a screen and thinks it's TV. So she's been telling people I've been on TV since 2010. And we let her go with it because she doesn't know the difference between what's on the internet stays on the internet and what is on TV is different. She's not wrong. I have been on television. I am often on television. She also tells me if I wear a low-cut shirt, I get higher views. And you know what? She's not all wrong, but there are some times where we don't listen to Nonna.
Very nice, very nice.
No, but I just basically was like, listen, I cook on the internet. I teach people how to cook yummy food. And she says, but you're not a chef. I'm like, no, I don't teach people how to cook yummy food from a chef's perspective because I'm not. I just want people to actually cook. And I just want them to get into the kitchen. Whether they make my recipes or somebody else's, it really doesn't matter to me. It just matters that when you watch me, you want to get in the kitchen. That's all that matters to me. And she's very happy, very proud, of course. She actually gets recognized in Italy, in our little hometown, from a lot of you. What is up? Is that a wing? Is that a horn? What's this? What is that?
It's called You're Looking Fab and
What
Rocking
is
It. Don't worry about
that?
it. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
You're
this
good.
one that had horns. But yeah, she loves it. Don't let her tell you otherwise. She loves it. And by the way, she will actually tell you that she loves it. So then let me fool you. She would literally say, you know what are you going to do? People stop me because I'm a star. I'm like, yep.
It's
100%.
Papa Sal's mom. What'd you expect? Hey, loud. I was walking down the street.
When we did the live with my dad, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh
Papa
my
Sal.
gosh.
Papa Sal.
I never told, I can't. When we did the live with my dad and my nonna last year, after the live, my nonna comes to me and she says, he ruined our show. Ruined our show. I said, why did he ruin our show? He goes, well, first of all, he's just talked way too much. This is my time, okay? I'm only here a little bit of time. This is my time. Then, he didn't cut the eggplant right. Ruined my recipe. And I don't want people to think it's my recipe because it's terrible. I'm like, oh my gosh. I guarantee you no one thought that in depth, but I'm glad. She did not let it down. He ruined my show. I'm done. It's over for me. My career is over. I'm like, what do you? It never began. What? I'm done. She says, I'm done. This is terrible. I'm like, okay. So that's how it is.
It's okay.
Okay.
As they say.
Uncle Mike, you can ask me questions in about 10 seconds because I need a baking sheet.
You got it. You got it. So over here, I'm actually making another glass of my traditional with a little bit of Saint Germain for our audience. So that's going to be pretty good. I'm going to pour it out now. If you want to see the pour, it's going to be.
Hang tight. Let me
beautiful.
get a shot of this. I missed the last one, so
I'm
we
sorry,
don't want to do that again.
I'm so loud.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right, we got this.
All right. So this pour here, I mix it up. It's going to be beautiful, right? It's a mixture of the cherry, the Luxardo cherry over top of the ice with a little shot of Saint Germain in there. You go in. I'm going to go in both here. I'm probably not going to have enough for both, and that's okay. I'm going to make another one. But I will tell you, it's going to be banging. So a little bit of bubbly on top Prosecco, because Prosecco is awesome. Look at that. Look at those bubbles. And then you must, and this is a must, you must garnish with a Luxardo cherry because they just make it. They're just a darker cherry. It's not like a maraschino cherry. It's a dark cherry.
It's an amarena cherry.
Amareno cherry. See. So
All right, wait. You got to move that flute out of the way. You got to move the flute.
The flute?
We got to see it. The other one, the one that's full.
yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
there
move
we
that
go.
out of the way.
Here we go. Now this is it.
So this is, and then we're going to throw on top, I got some rosemary, but I'm going to throw mint on top because I love a nice little sprig of mint that comes from the chicken from Mount Vesuvius. So this chicken from Mount Vesuvius, like we said last time, is very special to my heart. It just looks pretty. So there we have it. So this is for our audience. I'm making 2 of them. They're going to be banging. Come at me, bro. All right, Laurie, back to you.
Someone asked me, have you released your Easter menu? Yeah, I have. Listen, you gotta follow me on the old OG if you don't, because I share everything there, okay? I could even share underwear of the week because everybody likes my sharing. I won't. I'll spare you that. Miss Sophia's laughing at me. Also, those of you that do follow me, this is the shirt that we all ordered from Gap. Is it not adorable? I told you it would be adorable, okay? Anyway, yes, I did. I shared it like over a week ago so that I give you plenty of time to prep, and I'm sharing videos along with, all week long. Tomorrow I'm going to share with you lasagna, and then I'm going to share with you how to grill some lamb chops and some chicken. We're going to do a rosemary wine grilled lamb chop, and then we're going to do a Dijon garlic lemon chicken because I know people like one or the other, so I'm going to do both in one video for you.
You want to try?
This is Saint Germain?
That's for JoJo. It's a little tiny bit. More Prosecco on the top. I didn't mix.
I don't like Saint Germain. I'm not a flower scent type of person. Like I don't like scents that have roses.
It's all for Easter.
Yeah, I'm not one that likes a perfume that has a rose or that smells like vanilla. Can't do it. It's just not in my blood. But
give that a mix, by the way, guys. Before you drink it, must give it a little mix because the Prosecco lays on top, and it's going to give you a little bit of bitterness.
It is. So yes, I have shared it with you. Oh, my rainbow knife. Everyone asks about this rainbow knife. The brand is I thought I said Mark Anthony. It is Marco Almond.
Your brain is just on Mark Anthony all the time, isn't it?
All the time.
that were sent to me as a gift by the Selena and Chef team. Okay, Team Selena every time. But yes, they're fabulous. People love them, and so
How's
do
that
I.
one, audience? That one better?
So do I. Anyway, I'm very unprepared. Hold on, I need to grab stuff. Be right back. Mike, I'll throw
right.
it to you for entertainment.
Sweet. So now's the perfect time to talk about the kids. Something for the kids, as they say. Something for the kids on
Oh,
Easter
she
morning.
died.
Auntie Fee, I know.
Auntie
she was so
Fee,
sweet.
she was
so
great.
Sweet. God rest her soul. But I will tell you, for Easter morning, what you want to do for the kids is Sprite is your Prosecco, okay? You see Sprite right here? It's your Prosecco. You're going to want to get a glass of ice, right? Glass of ice. I would say fill it up generously. I just, my ice is kind of like rock solid right here, like my life. But let's see. We're going to go here.
Yeah!
Rock solid, baby.
Yeah!
Oh, so you're going to go a little can of Sprite, right, for the kids. Right? And this is going to be smaller because I'm running out of Sprite, right? So you get some Sprite. You get a little bit of OJ because they're going to feel like you, at the adult at the table. And that's what you want the kids to feel like. You want the kids to feel like an adult, right? Because they're with you celebrating too. It's their Easter too. So if you can put it in the shaker if you want, shake it up. But I'm not going to do that. It just takes more time, but for the purpose of showing you. And then you're going to want to get the cherries because kids love cherries. So drizzle some of that cherry on top. Drizzle, 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 right? My money don't wiggle, wiggle, it folds, right?
It folds.
But I'm drizzle, drizzle, right? So you want to shake it up, right? Get that color right in there for the kids. Put a little more in there because they might love some good cherry juice. This cherry juice is something you can put on also ice cream. Amazing. Amazing on ice cream, okay?
Yeah.
So stir it up, and then you got your Sprite, you got your orange juice, and you got your cherries. And always for the kids, always give them double cherries because, double cherries
Or my
for the
dad.
kids. Oh, your dad loves double cherries. Yes. So the
Papa
kids.
does.
Now, I know Mia probably wouldn't like this because she doesn't like sweeter drinks.
She's a straight up OJ kind of gal.
She is. But a kid will love this. And if you want to make them really happy, throw an orange in there, and they'll feel like they're at home. They'll feel special. They'll feel like, wow, I'm drinking like mom and dad do, but there's zero alcohol. So, and also if you have your, I don't know, Aunt Mary sitting at the table and she's like, I don't want alcohol today, for no reason. Don't throw ham at her. Don't throw ham. Just throw her some raspberries inside too. And it becomes this beautiful little pretty, wonderful drink without anything in it. Has bubbles, where is it? Am I good? Am I in? Yeah, I'm in. Okay. Has bubbles, has fruit, has sweetness, and it's for the kids. It'll add to their sugar high for Easter morning. They'll run around the house like maniacs. And get them some water guns. Have them shoot them in the house. It's even better. I love giving kids water guns in the house. The best thing you can possibly do.
You're the worst uncle for that. Hey, listen, we have a question here about which cherries are you using, and someone wants a close-up of the jar, so if you want to put it there on that cutting board, I'll grab
okay.
that
So
for
these
you.
are, can you see it?
Put it down. Yeah, you can put it there. If you just hold it still, I'll grab it.
Grab me?
Here we go.
You got me?
We got you.
Can I Vanna White it?
Yep,
Like really
yep.
pretty.
We're looking right at it, nice and up close.
Look, we all know I'm the beauty here. I'm the beauty on the set. So here's the I'm Amarena cherries. Am I saying that right, Laura?
Amarena.
Is that a brand or is that just what they're called?
I mean, you can get
It's what it's
Luxardo.
called.
Luxardo makes them. They also come, if you go to an Italian deli, an authentic Italian deli, they sell them in a little white and blue jar.
Yeah.
Like this. I have them at home. That's the one.
I saved the jar for mine.
They're hard to find, but they're like a collectible jar. It's very cool. So again, for the kids, something nice for Easter morning. You want them to feel special too. So make them this because the kids are special. That's what Easter's all about, teaching them the traditions, teaching them what Easter stands for, and also having a drink with them at the table in a non-alcoholic way.
And for your Aunt Mary.
And for my Aunt Mary. But don't throw ham at her. Just throw raspberries. It's better.
Let's go ham, Diane. Okay. We're making almond croissants. And if you have been a long time Laura in the Kitchen watcher, then you know this recipe well. And they are so good. Oh my gosh. They are very delicious. A little addictive. The best croissants, I think, ever.
Can you say them in the French way for me? Because I can never say it.
croissant.
Croissant. I can never say that. I
Is
just
that
can't. The only thing in French I know how to say is je suis la jeune fille. Je suis la jeune fille.
What does that mean?
It means I'm a little girl, which I am not. I am the exact opposite of that. I'm
Who
a big
taught
man.
you that?
But I don't know. I learned it somewhere when I was a kid. Yeah, and my Aunt Mary and I threw ham at her, but it's fine. She deserved it for that one. Anyway, back to you, Laura. So sorry.
Okay, so we're making the almond filling situation that goes into these croissants. Anyway, you need softened butter and sugar, and you just kind of mix them together. Listen, if you are having any kind of brunch or a buffet for breakfast, you have to make these, okay? They make everything just infinitely better. They're different, they're delicious. I just love them. You're gonna need a couple of eggs. Meow. Always crack them in a separate bowl, but I just don't feel like it right now, so I'm not going to, but you should. A splash of vanilla. This is my homemade vanilla, which I didn't. Spurtle reminded me that I did not make any last year.
Oh, Spurtle's watching, by the way. She commented.
Yes! It's my girl, I'm telling you. People want to know what her real name is, and I'm going to leave you guessing. Because I think that's just funner.
Funny.
I think you should just guess.
Well, actually, she commented with her real name, so they just got to scroll up.
So Laura,
If they scroll up high enough, they'll find
we have a
it.
question from the audience. What's your favorite breakfast food of all time?
Now, I'm going to be quite honest with you, okay? I'm going to be frank. I'm going to be honest.
I want you to be Laura. I prefer you don't be Frank.
I agree with that, actually.
We have a
You're
neighbor.
an awesome Laura.
We have
You
a
are.
neighbor.
That's fine. We also had a mockingbird named Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy. God rest his soul.
Our neighbor Frank sucks, though, so that's a different story for a different day.
Woo!
Uh,
Let's drink some more.
But
Cheers.
it's fine. He's got his rats, so it's fine. Anyway, what was the question?
Oh, what's your favorite breakfast food? Your favorite breakfast food of all time.
I am a very boring breakfast eater.
I know what you're going to say.
Don't eat breakfast early in the morning.
Can I take a guess?
Hold on. I ate the same breakfast every day except for the weekends for 10 years, which is English muffin, egg and cheese.
Yes.
Every single solitary day for 10 years. Then I was over that. All of a sudden, one morning, I was like, I can't do it. I don't want it. I want something different. So now I have been on 2 pieces of toasted wheat bread with 2 hard-boiled eggs every single morning. And I tell you why. Because I wake up at 6:30, but I don't eat until like 8:45 because I eat about, so 8:30, 8:45 after school drop off before my workout. And that I feel like is the one thing that I can eat that doesn't upset my stomach, because if I'm doing a heavy workout on an empty stomach, then I feel dizzy. But if I'm really full before a heavy workout, then I get nauseous. So I have to eat something, and I have just found that that works for me. It keeps me satiated and full.
It keeps you what?
Satiated.
Where do you guys come up with these
It's
words?
a
I
real
just
word.
would
It's
say
a
I'm
beautiful
full
way.
or I'm hungry. There's no in between. It's one or the other.
Satisfied.
Satiated.
Okay.
Yes.
It
It's
keeps
lovely.
me satisfied. I still hate my neighbor. That's a different story, though.
Like
Okay.
drinking with my pinky up is satiating me right now.
No, that's not the same
I've got a
thing.
question about for the audience, just for my own curiosity as being in charge of all this technical stuff. In the old days, like a year ago, when we would do live events, we would get thousands of comments to the point where I almost couldn't even keep up with them. Am I doing something wrong? Because I'm only seeing. Oh, wait, there's a live chat button, but still, it's not as many as I would think. Hold on. Can everybody just tell me what city they're watching from and see if we can get these comments to move? Because I
Oh.
feel like it's just not. Mike, do you have a live chat button over
I have
there
a
and a top
it
chat?
says live chat at the top. I'm on the live chat and my pinky's up and I'm ready
Because
to
it
get these
just
cities.
seems like maybe comments aren't working like they used to.
Give me your cities. Where are you calling from? We're live and in color, baby. Give me them cities. Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm not. It's like I'm not seeing.
You
all
remember
the,
there used to be so many? Well, this is the second time in a row where it's just kind of like one here and there. But maybe I had it on top chat instead of live chat. Okay, recipe tested is here. Is that your first comment? I haven't seen her comment till now. Maybe she's been
Oh,
commenting
we
the
got
whole time.
Detroit, Idaho, Indianapolis,
all right,
Anaheim.
hold on.
Okay,
I'm
the
adding
chat
my
does
stuff.
work.
I'm adding flour and ground almonds, too much spaghetti, and a lemon zest and a pinch of salt.
Oh yeah, we getting a lot of comments about places we're from. Kissimmee, Florida, right near my house in Davenport. Very nice.
All right, you got to name every city you've been to
Let's
as
see.
they go by.
DFW, Westchester,
yep.
PA. Somebody said.
Queens, New York, Lehigh, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh,
Toronto.
Pennsylvania, New York, Newark, Canada. Well, Canada,
Dublin,
yes.
Richmond,
No,
Cali.
these are all. I've been to all the ones I've stated so far. You know what? I'll read yours off even if I haven't been. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Oh, New Orleans. Love New Orleans. Give me some beignets and Willie Mae's chicken. Oh boy.
Nashville, Tennessee,
I
great
want to
city.
go to New Orleans.
Let's go.
Let's go tomorrow.
I'll go.
Lancaster. I'm guessing that's Lancaster, PA.
Or California.
Chicago. Mike's never been to Chicago.
I go to Chicago
Never.
every freaking week. I love it. Love my Chicago deep dish.
Never bring me any home.
I will bring you some deep dish.
Better.
All you gotta
I'm
do
gonna
is
send
say
you
it.
with one of those delivery boy bags. You
They
bring
call
it
me the
back.
Godfather for a reason, baby. Pinkies up.
Navajo Nation, Utah, Montreal. You know what? I had the thing on the wrong setting. I think I was just
Laura,
watching Top
another
Chef.
question for the audience about your recipe.
Yes.
Which kind of eggs do you prefer, the large or medium eggs? Just to
Large
make sure.
always.
Large
Unless
always.
otherwise stated, I always use standard large eggs. There's nothing to it but to do it. Okay. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. You're going to take some of this mixture, which I know looks odd, but you just have to trust the process, okay? What did I just do? Trust the process.
Could you move your orange glass there and move it to the opposite side for me? So
This?
I can get, yeah,
Or
that's
just
the
drink
one.
it.
There we go. Nice
there
shot.
we go.
It looks odd, but you're going to have to just trust the process. This is one of those, what is she doing, but why is this so good situations. Okay? I'm using mini croissants, mainly because,
What's that again called?
croissants,
Gotcha.
because it's a breakfast, like, you know, it's a brunch buffet, you know, it's a lot going on. I feel like one mini one is great. That way, it leaves room for other things, you know? So I do it in the middle, like so, like that. Like so, like that. I had some more, but I might as well use them. Joe will eat them.
So we have a question. Did you grind these almonds yourself?
Girl, what I look like?
That's
You,
a no.
you
That's
look
a
like
no.
an almond grinder person to
That's
me.
a no.
I love the faith that you have in me. I love it. But the short answer is I value my sanity. So the answer is no.
Mike would have ground his own almonds.
Huh?
Mike would have ground his own
You know
almonds.
what? Would I have?
Mike does not know where the ground almonds were. He thought they were in the candy
I
department.
That's
did.
right, he did.
I did. Listen,
That was great.
you can't beat them, join them.
That was great. It is a bit of a tricky thing to find because they do move them around.
So
Yeah.
I want to know from the people watching, listen, if you don't do the grocery shopping for your house, like let's say if you're the partner that shops and the other partner gives you the list,
Oh, the croissants homemade.
do you demand that that shopping list is in order by the aisles? Because I do. If she hands me a list and it's out of order, you're rewriting the list.
I know, it drives me crazy when I do that to you. Also, you need some of the schmagegi on top.
Wait, what's that called again? What would you call that again?
I call it a schmagegi.
For the people at home again, say it one more time.
Schmagegi.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know what
yeah.
it means. Ask Fran Drescher. Okay?
Is
I
that
don't
where
know.
that came from?
Yeah.
By the way, Laura, another thing I'm going to state, you're not making croissants on Easter morning because guess what? Easter morning is about being easy, fast.
No, this I can do. I don't make homemade croissants.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
These
You want
are
to go buy your croissants? If you can't beat them, join them. Make it easy. It's about being with family. Family first. If
These
you wanna
don't
make
look good, but you're going to have to trust me.
croissant. If you want to make croissants,
Croissant.
croissant. If you want to make them, go for it. Make them a couple days earlier, a day earlier. But
But they also take 4 days, just
exactly.
so you know.
So like,
Making fresh,
live a little. Live a
making
little,
fresh
you know?
croissants takes a long time.
Oh, that's another thing. No, I will never make croissants. Actually, I don't cook, so.
Joe will
Yeah,
buy
he says he
croissants.
won't make croissants. Joe, you know Joe's definition of cooking. We've talked about this before. It's, oh, honey, I'll make dinner tonight, and then, but I just need you to marinate it, get it ready, and then watch it on the grill. 'cause
No, I don't have
know.
you watch. I just bring you out there to tell me when it's done. That's all.
Joe, you are great. Let me tell you, I'm going to add some Prosecco to this little child's drink because, you know, why not?
I'm
I
a
mean,
great what?
You are a great griller. Like, you know.
He just stopped. He's
listen.
like, you're a great, and then there was nothing else.
Listen, you're a great griller. You make amazing pizza. Laura assembles a pizza. But listen, when Daddy Joe puts some pizzas in that oven, he knows what he's doing. By the way, I didn't put enough Prosecco. Let's put some more, just because why not? It's Prosecco Day.
It's Prosecco day. Yes, schmagegi is a word. Ask Fran Drescher. Okay, I'm a product of the 90s where I
The greatest nanny of all time.
watched The Nanny like it was my job and still do.
I love how you act like I didn't survive while you were gone for a week and a half last week.
Oh, Joseph.
You didn't eat.
I had, not Cheerios, what was it Basic 4?
Yeah.
All right, before this pops off, I'm putting some Saint Germain in here too, because why not? It's popping off in here. And for the record, Joe did eat, but just not much.
But I
I ate when
survived
she
today.
got home, okay?
Listen, try traveling with Joe. You got to beg the guy to go to dinner. I got to make dinner reservations in advance for me and Joe when we travel.
Then when he
because
does go out to eat, he texts me, what do I want? He texted
Yeah.
me a picture of the
That's
menu.
not true. I don't ask you. I send you a picture of the menu, and I let you pick.
But guess what? Last time we went to Miami, Joe was like, just order whatever you want and we'll eat it together. I
Yeah,
was like,
just order it and we'll split it. That way we get the best of all worlds.
listen, that's the way to do it. That's true love right there.
All right, so Laura, let me
What?
get a shot of this. What do we got here?
Okay. I'm aware it doesn't look pretty. I am aware. But you're going to have to trust the process. They are so delicious. Hold on. What's my timer saying? 1 minute! That 25 minutes went by really fast. Hot dog. Oh, and that looks so good. I'm going to let it go like another minute. Well, it's got a minute left, so we'll let that go. Okay, let me get to your questions.
Sharing plates is the best, somebody says. I agree. Sharing a plate together. How many times do we go out to dinner and do that? The best.
If you're somebody that likes to eat like I do, and you want to try all the things because you have FOMO, then you have to share plates.
All right, what's your favorite meal to cook for breakfast for people? If you have people coming over, I mean, I know right now you're cooking a beautiful brunch, right? That I'm going to enjoy thoroughly after this live, by the way.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meal to cook for somebody for breakfast?
It really does vary. I have done the same brunch when my father-in-law comes to town. He lives in Florida, and they come for brunch with like Joe's brother and the kids and everybody. I do a savory breakfast casserole because everybody loves it, and it means that I don't have to scramble eggs and cook bacon because it's all in one pan. I also do love to make French toast because I don't think French toast is difficult to make piece by piece, but you could also do a French toast casserole if you wanted to. I like to stick to one casserole, right? That's sort of my motto. So if I do a savory breakfast casserole, I'll do a fresh French toast. And then I like to do a big platter of fruit, and my father-in-law loves, I do Greek yogurt that I will drizzle with honey, like fresh honey, or I'll do like bee pollen, like he really likes that. And then just serve it with granola so that they can do like little parfaits. That's it. Big pot of coffee and you're done. It doesn't have to be really elaborate. I can do the French toast, the breakfast casserole. I can assemble it the day before. I can make my French toast in the morning and then set out a platter of fruit, and it does not take more than maybe 30 minutes of hands-on time. And it's always like really fabulous. It's always great. Now we went to Sportle's house about a week or so ago for her daughter's birthday brunch, and she made sausage and peppers, and then she served the rolls on the side, and everybody could make their own sandwich. And I have not made sausage and peppers in a really long time. I don't know why, because it was so delicious.
I love it. Build your own.
It was delicious. And then she did the same thing. She made bacon and French toast. I brought cinnamon rolls, and it was just perfect.
Got another question here that somebody repeated a couple times, and other people repeated for them.
This is a good
from
question.
Lauren GOP.
Great question. You're going to love the answers.
What do you bring home from Italy when you visit, and what do people ask you to bring home from New Jersey?
Oh, God.
And I've been there for that, and I've seen your bags, and I've loaded your bags in cars, and we've had to rent multiple cars because you have multiple bags.
Well,
Continue.
when I go to Italy, I get asked to bring specifics. They're very specific things. I will tell you 4 of them because it's always these 4 things, and then in addition to, I will bring other things, right? Old Spice for Uncle Tony, gotta be the blue one. It can't be the green. It's gotta be the old classic, I think it's called Sport, I don't know, Old Spice, okay? I gotta bring Hershey original milk chocolate Hershey Kisses for my mom. Not because she wants to eat them, but because she puts them in a jar by the door as if it's like a goodbye gift to when people come visit. Don't ask.
It's like when you're here in
should see the
America and you
shrine.
have limoncello that you brought home from Italy. You put it at the doorway. You tell
Or
people it's
Amy's
more
when you go to
special.
grandma's house.
You should see the
You're right.
shrine
It's a
she
shrine.
has of me when you walk in her door. She's got a little round table.
It's cute.
You would think I was dead. You would think it's a homage to me, to my life, because I'm dead, okay? She's got pictures of me at every age in picture frames. She's got my book standing there. Next to it is a bunch of my flowers from my wedding, dead. So, anyway, and then she's got Hershey Kisses in a little ashtray that she uses as a bowl.
Gotta have
What
the
is-
ashtray.
what is it
Maple
called?
syrup is another one. You always have to bring
I'm not
maple
done
syrup.
yet.
Okay.
Not maple syrup though. It's got to be the good old classic, not real whatsoever pancake syrup. Not maple syrup. Don't ask. I don't know. And lastly on the list, Fruit Loops. Mm-hmm. My cousins want Fruit Loops. I don't know what to tell you.
It's an
That was
American
my nickname
classic
back
right
in
there.
college, Fruit Loops.
I
don't know
gotta
why,
bring
but
bag
it was
after
just a
bag
good
of
nickname.
Fruit Loops, okay?
I like it.
What I bring when I come home, I bring all of my baking things that I like to bring. Like I like to bring grano, I like to bring pan de angeli, vanilla. What else, babe?
Well, it's not so much what you want to bring back; it's what your nonna just sneaks into the bags. She goes and buys all these beans, and Laura's like, "I can't break her heart and not bring the beans back, but there's 40 more pounds in my bag of beans that I can just get when I get home."
She doesn't do it anymore because I literally was like, "Please, I don't need bags and bags of beans." And she's like, "But they're blessed." I'm like, "What the hell does that mean?" I got them from a priest. He's got a sales shop. I'm like, "Oh my God."
Papa Francesco.
Oh my God, I have like 17 pounds of cannellini beans in my suitcase that I have to bring to America. But fine. I bring dish rags, I bring brooms.
It got so
bottom
bad
of the
one year
broom.
we didn't have enough suitcases that we just got a box. The airport gave us a cardboard box, and we said, "But how do we check a box?" And they said, "Go over there. There's a little garage door opened up," and they said, "Just throw it down the chute. It'll make it to America." So we did. We heard clank, clank, clank on the way down, and we
Yeah.
landed. And we got to Philly. We waited. The little thing opened up, and we just heard this clanking sound coming up the conveyor, and there was a big thing of pots and pans clanking down.
I made it.
They didn't charge for that one either. That was nice of them.
I'm putting my bagels in, my croissants on inside, my quiche is out.
Another question for you.
Somebody remind me of the bagels.
Another question
And how
for
much
you.
time?
I don't know.
What is your favorite dessert?
5 minutes. Pastita. That's an easy one.
All right, somebody watching, could you set a 5-minute timer?
I have a timer going for something else here. That's why I can't put it on mine. I'm going to make my shot. Oh my gosh, that smells good. That's going to be a nice little board. That's going to be a
great.
delicious board.
It's gonna be great.
I'm going to make a beautiful breakfast board, okay? Shifting things out of my way. I'm going to do some sliced tomatoes to go with my bagel. I don't have lox because I forgot. But you know what I do love? Cream cheese, salami, tomato, red onion, and caper.
Yep.
I do love that.
Piggy's up for that one.
So I'm going to use salami as my lox. Judge me if you must. I don't care. It's going to be delicious. Okay?
Somebody wants to know if the border security asks about the items, and they don't because it's actually a pretty common.
But I tell you, I don't bring meats and things like that that people still do and get in massive amounts of trouble for. Remember that guy who brought it back,
there
like
was a
whole
guy-
salamis and stuff?
How about the guy who brought back his entire family garden? And it was like 17 suitcases of wrapped up vegetables and plants, and they
took
were like,
6
"What do you
hours to
mean we
get
can't
through.
bring this here?"
They were moving here. It was terrible. We were stuck behind them for hours, and Mia was real
I
little.
felt terrible though because they thought they could bring all that stuff. Imagine if that was you. You packed all this stuff intricately, and then you're told you can't bring it in.
That was terrible. I like really thin cucumber because I'm using mini bagels because, again, it's, it's a good time. It's a party. So Mia and Joe have the daddy-daughter dance tomorrow night. And I pick her up from school today, and she says, "Hey, Mommy." Oh, I said, "Tomorrow you're going to get your nail. I'm going to paint your nails. I'm going to curl your hair." And I'm looking for a photo because I'm going to come up and show it to you closely. I said, "You're going to get you ready. We're going to do your nails and whatever." And she was so excited. I said, "I'm going to curl
Just
your hair."
text me the photo. I'll put it on the screen.
Oh, good. Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to try and find it. So then she says to me, "Oh, can we do a spa day?" I said, "Certainly we can do a spa day." She says, "Well, in my spa day, is it possible that I can do a facial?" And I said, "Sure it is." She goes, "Don't forget to buy me cucumbers so that I can have cucumbers for my facial." Let me show you this picture. Give me a minute because it's worth it.
And while we wait,
Joe, I'm texting it to you right now.
all right, give me about 45 seconds to get it up on the screen here.
Because the other day, about a week or so ago, she asked for cucumbers. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's going to eat cucumbers. I was so excited because she doesn't really eat cucumbers or anything like that. I was so excited. I go in the living room, and this is what I find. Give Joe a minute.
Give me a minute. I'll get it up here.
While you're waiting, I'm going to bring you over a nice little garnish for you. I cut up. Larita.
I like it.
Just some fresh on the side.
Hold on. Don't worry.
Oh, how
I'll get it
beautiful.
on here.
How beautiful. I'm going to put that on.
Don't
on
say I
there.
never gave you a present.
I will never say that you never give me a present. Delicious.
How's drinks looking over there, guys? You all good? You all hydrated?
We're hydrated.
I'm well hydrated. Let me
Like,
tell
you're
you.
keeping
just for a
everybody
second.
hydrated.
I can't wait till that picture goes up.
I just got to grab it here. It's just the way this Mac. Listen, I'm new to Mac, and I'm sorry. It's like a whole new world. But in the meantime, Mike, do we have any other good questions?
We do. So, what if you could bring back any? Wait, hold on. Oh, if you could bring back any fashion trend, what would it be?
Any fashion trend?
Yep.
Well, I don't think I have to work very hard considering everything that was popular in the 90s is becoming popular again. Although I would quite literally like to fight whoever thinks it's a good idea to bring back low-rise jeans. Because that's never a good idea. Nobody wants that. Nobody likes that. I don't know. I just think it's just coming back full circle on its own.
Speaking of when you were a kid, what was your childhood actor, actress crush? And don't say Chuck Norris because I know in Italy he's a big thing. But who was
No,
your
my childhood
actor?
crush was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because Titanic was so popular. I went to see it with my class. My uncles took me. It was like a whole thing.
Tips on finding green tomatoes from David Tucker. He doesn't know where to get them.
When you find out, let me know.
Yeah, I feel like they don't really carry
Green
them in stores
tomatoes
unless you're
are
in the South.
underripe tomatoes. That's all they are.
Yeah, unless you're in the South, you're not really going to find them.
Yeah,
You got to
you-
grow them yourself.
Yeah. They're just underripe tomatoes.
Riem asks, what is your favorite Nutella item outside of the spread?
I don't know the actual name, but what they called Bioki cookies? What are they called?
Oh, the little black cookies with the stars on them?
No, that's
They're
something
my
else.
favorite. Yeah, those are my favorite.
Oh, where is my dum dum dum?
If you could be invited to any late night talk show,
All right.
Who would you wanna be a guest for?
The photo
Jimmy
of
Fallon.
Mia is here. This is Mia with her little. You're not going to see on your monitor, but here
Okay.
we go. This is what we have. This is Mia
This is
with
what
her
she wants to
spotlight.
do.
aw,
All right,
That's
is
how
it
she-
over there, Mike? You see it on the live?
I see it on the live. Look at that. Did she do that herself?
Yeah, she asked for cucumbers. I foolishly thought she was gonna ask for the cucumbers because she was gonna eat cucumbers, but she sure showed me.
You ready for a funny Mia story from the other night? This is the most funniest thing, and I'm still cracking up about it. Pinky's up for this story, by the way. She's walking by, she goes, and we're sitting at the table, having conversation. Mia walks in, ready to go. She's like, Mom, I'm hungry. And she goes, and Laura goes, Mia, go get, your dad will make you something. Your dad will make you something. She goes, Mom, you're the chef. And I'm like, burn.
Well,
I died.
hold on.
She's sassy.
Hold on
Like a
now.
goddaughter.
To my defense, it was probably my 7th or 8th time making her something to eat. Because she's the queen
cook
of
for her all
like
day.
bites. She's the queen of bites, but she doesn't actually eat full things, right? So I'm constantly having to make a million different things because she takes a bite here, a bite there, and then she's
Oh,
like,
someone said the timer's up.
I just checked. Thank you
okay.
very much. Come
Check
back
the
to me.
bagels. We got
5
a
more
lot of them.
minutes.
Check the bagels.
5 more
Everybody's telling us.
minutes.
Okay, so we're going to survive this, Mike. We're going to survive this.
All right, you had to delete 3 apps from your phone. What 3 apps? You got to delete all the apps from your phone. Sorry, all the apps.
All of them?
Yeah, what 3 apps are you keeping?
That cannot possibly include social media.
Got to. You're only keeping 3 apps. It's gonna be scary.
Probably just get rid of TikTok right now because it's going to go away anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
there
I
you go.
get rid of TikTok. Sorry, but I would get rid of TikTok. Well, I can't. All my shopping apps are on here. This is hard.
I know.
Actually, yeah, those got to go first. Let's get rid of those first.
Gotta get rid of that Zara app.
You can shop online.
You could. Okay.
If only you guys knew what happened with her inbox. the
No,
other
I
day.
can't. This is too hard.
Ooh.
too hard.
We got
Can't
to
do it.
dodge. She
Can't do
dodged
it.
it. She dodged it.
I did.
Okay. What 90s or early 2000s family on TV? What would you be a family member of? Think like Family Matters, Step by Step. You know, would you rather be part of Steve Urkel's family? Like, who are you going to be a family
I
member
really
of?
wanted to be a tanner. I really wanted to be a tanner. I wanted to be a tanner so bad.
Because Danny Tanner's your dad, right?
Danny Tanner was the best, man. He was.
Or would you be a
To be
member of
quite
John
honest with
Stamos'
you,
family?
I
'Cause John Stamos.
was just gonna say I'm only in it for the Uncle
Jesse.
Uncle Dusty. I'm just sorry, but I am.
Part of his family.
Oof.
Oh, I don't want to be part. Well,
Right on.
are we making a family? Because I can be part of that. You know, quite frank.
I'm going to stay out of that conversation.
Just saying.
Okay. And what superpower would you have if you had one? What superpower would you have?
I would make any destination a shortcut right away.
Why can't you just teleport?
That scares me.
Ooh, teleportation. That's a good one.
That scares me.
I'd probably say flying because I've always wanted to fly like Iron Man, be like out, be like I'm out.
Well,
Right? Prosecco, I'm out.
Or I would like to snap my fingers and things be clean.
There's so many people who want you to check those bagels. You better check those bagels one more
I
time.
just
For everybody's
did.
sanity. For everybody's sanity. Let's check them.
I
So
just did.
for the people out there, we're making a breakfast charcuterie board. What else are we making?
It's called the charcuterie.
Charcuterie board. Oh yeah.
It's really just a bagel charcuterie.
Well, here's what we have so far. It's very beautiful. We're looking at it right now. If you want to explain what you have there, because I missed a few pieces. So if you want to talk about what's on that charcuterie board.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about it.
It's beautiful.
Calm down. Calm down. Forgive and forget. Who remembers that show?
You know,
Who
I don't
used to
think that
watch
Forgive and Forget. Oh,
with
you're
Mother
talking about
Love?
the show, or are you talking about Forgive and Forget the charcuterie board?
The
Because Laura's got this
show.
thing where she'll use a phrase that doesn't make sense. Like if I say, "Honey, you forgot to remind me to take the trash out today," she'll say, "In dog years." It just doesn't make sense. It has nothing to do with dog years. That's not where you use that one.
Well, it may be where I want to use it. Have you ever thought about that?
In dog years.
It's because she's foreign.
It's because I'm foreign. I speak 3 languages, okay?
I love it.
Yeah, but how do you say
Free
in dog years
translation.
in Italian?
I actually don't have a saying for that.
Laura, Mo asks, what is your favorite fruit flavor combination with chocolate? Or I'm gonna add that on his with Nutella as well, because you can add that in there as well. There's balance here. I'm keeping within those
I'm
bounds.
sorry. Can somebody re-ask that question?
If you can mix any fruit with chocolate, what would be or Nutella, what would be your favorite fruit to mix with it?
Probably very boring, and I would go with orange or strawberry. Something tart with chocolate.
There you go.
But I would pick mango with tahini any day over
And your favorite song right now is from David Tucker?
my favorite song right now.
Kenny Chesney for sure.
What? No.
I think by Mark Anthony. I don't know.
I want to check you for ticks. I want to change your oil.
You
I don't know. That's all I think when
I
I think of
mean,
country. I'm sorry, I'm not a country guy.
Laura
Not happening.
doesn't, you know, that's why I said it. I thought it'd be funny.
No way.
Yeah. What's that song? Balamos or whatever he says? It's
I don't know what you just said.
a Mark
Balamos,
Anthony
yes.
song.
It's definitely Balamos.
No!
Balamos.
That's the wrong thing!
People's ears just. It's okay.
That's the wrong thing. How dare you? How dare you confuse the two? I am insulted. You should be ashamed.
Something smells good,
Shamed.
by the way. What am I smelling over here that smells absolutely
All
delicious?
the things.
Because this Prosecco's hitting hard right now. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm out of drinks to make because I made 3 mimosas for you.
How dare you?
What'd I do?
Bailamos.
I don't
No,
know.
no.
I don't know Spanish.
The audacity. Not
Mike,
you.
Mike, it's not about the Spanish.
The
It's about
person
being
that
the wrong
said that
artist
Bailamos
altogether.
would be my favorite. No, never. Not never. Not
Ah.
never.
Huh? I tried.
Audacity. Rude. So rude. So unbelievably rude. No, I appreciate it.
Somebody said, is that gabagool? First of all, I will not say gabagool. I'm going to say capicola. I'm sorry. Not gabagool. But anyway, Laura, is that gabagool?
No.
It's not. What is it, Laura?
It's a little salami, you know.
Salami, not gabagool.
There's
Sorry.
not no gabagool. It's not no gabagool. Hold on.
Sorry,
That's-
Missy has words for that little bit of, I'm sorry I made your ears break. Look at that spin. Whew, that's beautiful.
Baby, baby. I can't believe somebody had the audacity to mix the two. Can't
I think
believe
that
it.
person was Mike.
Was that you?
Yeah.
I mean, it might have been me. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I'm just living here. I'm just drinking a lot of
Mixing up
Prosecco.
Bette Miller and Barbara Streisand. I mean,
I don't know.
icons, yes, but not the same.
Listen. It's a Saint Germain, guys.
It's the Prosecco talk.
Saint Germain and Prosecco. It just does it to me.
Blame it on the goose. Got you feeling loose. Is that what's happening? Blame it on the
So, Joe, what's your favorite breakfast that Laura ever made for you? That's a question I have for you.
Well, I normally don't eat breakfast. I start my
We're really
food
not-
consumption at like 6 p.m.
We're
every
really
day.
not big breakfast people. I mean, I'm not.
Just the coffee.
Oh, gotta have coffee in these veins the second my eyes
Laura,
open.
how many cups of coffee do you have a day? Let's talk about that.
Well, let's see. On an average day, I'd say about 3. On a great day, 4 to 5. On an exceptional day where I want to get everything done and not blink and not sleep for 48 to 62 hours, it would be about 5 to 6.
Okay. Alrighty then.
That's what
I know if I show up to your house with a coffee, you are in heaven.
And by the way, should anyone out there work at a Dunkin', which I appreciate, I think to me you are a superhero. A splash of skim is not the same as a splash of heavy cream. I just felt the need to say it.
That's why I go to Starbucks.
Because today, my heart was shattered. And I was so excited for my coffee, and then he opened it up, and it was a pint of heavy cream.
Very controversial topic, Starbucks versus Dunkin'.
It is.
I don't
and I'm
mind.
a Starbucks guy.
I do not mind a Starbucks, but first of all, we don't have one super close
Like
to
you're
me.
a generation or two too old to be saying Starbucks. Just to make that.
I'm a
clear.
Starbucks
We're
guy.
None of us agree with that. You can't say it.
All right,
you
so-
say it. But you
So
know,
I
no one
have
else in here.
I have the most intricate Starbucks order you'll ever hear of in your life. Okay.
Let's see. We'll let the audience decide.
Okay.
Go
Well,
for it.
audience, can you please chime in? Would you like a beautiful, well-crafted drink from Starbucks, or a half-assed made? Never mind. I'm not going to say that. A terrible something you have heartburn. I'm sorry. A drink from Dunkin'. There we go. Sorry. That they probably messed up 4 times before you ordered it, and you had to order for the 4th time. So can we get and somebody said Wawa. I'm not going to put Wawa in there because I can't.
That's a whole different animal.
It's only a northeastern thing in Florida.
Might I add, when the day Wawa took out the classic carafes and they brought out these big old things. Stop.
First of all, they're always empty, and they never know they're empty. Like nobody knows they're empty.
Okay, so we're getting a lot of Wawas, but we got to go with Starbucks or Dunkin'. Those are the 2 national brands here. I mean, there's pizza in there too. There's all kinds of different stuff, but I'm going to say Starbucks or Dunkin'. What do we got here?
We didn't get to hear your perfectly
order.
crafted order.
And while we're going through it,
Well,
okay,
wait.
so
You did say it's the most elaborate.
it's elaborate.
The most
it's
elaborate.
So again, you're watching me make drinks, or not making drinks, not consuming my drinks. Lots of Prosecco. I get a quad shot over ice, Risotto blonde style. So Risotto gives you that. It's like Italy. You know, the style's amazing. And then you have the blonde, which is less acidic for you. So Starbucks does a blonde roast, amazing. If you ever get to have that, try it that way, Risotto style. Okay. Then you put it over ice, add splash 2% milk. Okay, 2%. 1 shot of mocha. Okay, with a little tiny bit of mocha drizzle, shaken, and then consume.
Not stirred.
No. I mean, you can shake it yourself if you want to in the cup. I get it with extra ice, by the way. Extra ice because you drink it over time and the ice kind of melts into it and it becomes like a beautiful, well-crafted.
And we can all thank you for making the cost of a drink at Starbucks $9 because
No.
of all the labor they have
It's
to
a
put
hack.
in this
It's a
one
life
cup just
hack.
for you, and they got to
Guess how
divide
much
it
my
up
drink
over
is,
all
Joe?
the rest of us.
Guess how much my drink is, Big Papa? Guess how much? $4.
Right. Well, that's my point. It would be $1, but we had to average in the cost of labor just for you over everybody else in the entire country.
All right, so it's Ristretto, Stephanie. Ristretto, Ristretto.
Ristretto.
Yes. And I will tell you, it's a life hack because you can say, okay, I want a nice latte, but guess what? Don't order a nice latte. It's an automatic $6 drink. Get a quad shot over ice, Ristretto blonde, then add your 2% with an extra splash of 2%.
I think you just confuse everybody, and then they just charge you $4.
They just charged me $4. It's fine. It's great. It's a life hack. Now I shared it. It's not, and Starbucks is going to find out, and then we're all
They're
screwed.
gonna
I'm
just call
sorry,
it the
guys.
Mike G.
Well, the real life hack is that Starbucks gives you free refills as long as you don't leave the store. And if you buy it at a Starbucks in Target and you don't leave the store, it's still considered the same store. So you can just keep getting free refills, but just regular coffee, not
But
this
see,
crazy
Joe,
Estroto stuff.
Joe, I'll give you credit though. When we go to Starbucks together, you do a great job with your order too.
Yeah, it's called venti iced coffee.
No, you do the venti iced caramel macchiato.
That's
Very
if
good.
I didn't eat and it's 7 p.m.
You're a sweetheart, Joe. I love you. That's why I love you.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hang tight.
Okay. Starbucks is jet fuel and Dunkin' is guaranteed urgent trip to the baño. I agree. Who said that? Danielle Cataldi, you
This
are
is-
my new hero. You're my spirit animal, and I agree. Because guess what? When you have Dunkin', you're getting heartburn, and it's coming out
That's
both ends,
not
and before
even
you know it, it's
true.
bad day. Bad day.
Not
That's a
even
bit
true.
extreme. It's a bit extreme.
A bit extreme. I maybe dramatized it a little bit, but I had Prosecco, so I'm sorry. Prosecco makes me crazy. It's okay.
Prosecco
You know,
makes
the
me
real
crazy.
problem is that we don't have access to Starbucks here.
No, we don't. And we have to drive like 15, 20 minutes out.
And Jojo, do you need a refill?
On what? On my Dunkin'?
On your
or-
well-crafted Mike G drink? On your well-crafted drink from, you know, the Godfather?
You mean this right here?
Not that. That's your Dunkin'. That's gonna give you heartburn.
Yeah, I will need a refill in a moment.
I got you. I got you, Bill.
Hot. Hot as a mother.
I think Starbucks won, by the way.
Now I saw like pretty much 100 Dunkin' votes and one
I
Starbucks.
saw 3
vote.
Dunkins and like 5,000 Starbucks.
I
So-
will die on the hill that you go to Dunkin' if you like a straight plain coffee. You go to Starbucks if you like them fancy.
Okay. Okay. I will go with that.
I think that's fair.
Drink refill.
I think if you like a plain coffee, you go to Dunkin'. I am a plain coffee kind of gal. You go to Dunkin'. If you like fancy coffee, you go to Starbucks.
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
I'm fancy. I'm fancy.
Darling,
just-
I can see your screen on your phone, by the way. I can
Oh.
see your text messages.
I was just telling my sister to get the table ready. Look at my beautifulness.
Jojo, I'm coming at you, but
All right, let me get a nice wide shot of this beautifulness that we have going on here.
Look at
The
that.
quiche came out. I did show a quick shot of it when it came out.
Yeah, I'm
but-
sorry about that. I forgot. Now, please pretend there's some locks on here because I forgot. Okay?
Yeah, that's sad.
Listen, I can only think of so much. Okay? One, I can only do so much.
I wouldn't have bought them anyway if they weren't in the right spot on the shopping list. So
Probably right. You probably would not have. Hang tight. That almond filling, I don't know if you can see
hold
it,
on,
but
hold
it
on.
like melts in.
Mm-hmm.
See it?
They don't look the same when they come out. I'll tell you, they didn't look like what they looked like when they went in.
Oh yeah. I'm putting it in my mouth.
by the way, while Laura's doing that, Joe, your favorite dish that Laura ever made, by the way, that was asked by David Tucker.
You know, it's going to be something with broccoli rabe. I can't decide whether it's orecchiette with broccoli rabe or pork chops with broccoli rabe. It just, you know what? Give me Laura's broccoli rabe all day long.
Mine
Give me
is
some of
better
this.
than anybody else's.
It really is.
Most of
When I
mine.
first met Laura, she would make me these broccoli rabe and like chicken cutlet sandwiches that I would take with me to the airport, run them through the X-ray, they'd check them and they'd inspect them, and it was worth the hassle. I'll tell you. So I had a real meal when I got to
We
the other side of
traveled
that.
a lot, and I used to make them like food to go. And I would always make them with fresh focaccia bread with grilled chicken. It was grilled chicken, balsamic and garlic marinated grilled chicken with broccoli rabe and fresh mozzarella. And I would wrap it all up. And by the time he got to the plane, because he would eat them on the plane as like his dinner, the bread had like soaked up the mozz and soaked up the broccoli rabe. Which, listen, my nonna makes everything better than I do. But there's one thing I make better than anyone else, and that includes my nonna and includes my mom. And that is broccoli rabe. I don't know why my broccoli rabe is better than anyone else's. Am I right or am I wrong? Even they
You're
admit
right.
it.
You're right.
Even they admit it. Like my nonna will say, your broccoli rabe is better than mine. Everybody will say it. And I think there are 3 key things that I do to my broccoli rabe that make it better. You got to use a good amount of oil. You have to. Otherwise, it doesn't come out so silky and delicious and succulent. You gotta use a good amount of oil. You gotta use a good amount of salt. And you have to cook them until they are super tender, almost fall apart.
You know, it's actually
Almost fall
funny
apart.
because you used to pack me a salad too, and my stepbrother Dean was with me on one of those trips, and he explained to me how he remembers the word exit in Spanish. He said whenever he eats a salad, it wants to salida.
Yeah,
Salida.
that's
It's a
great.
good way to remember it.
Be my arms. Ready? Be my arms.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me a question. Ask me a question.
All right, what do we have here?
Hold
Oh, Recipes Tested wants to know, is broccoli rabe seasonal? She's never found it before.
Well, here in good old New Jersey, because we are the land of great foods, and there's a lot of Italians here. We we find broccoli rabe all year
You got to put your
long.
hat on her head. That way we can't see you back there.
Okay.
There we go. Yes, okay, here we go.
We seem to get broccoli. We can get broccoli rabe all day, every day, all year long. Okay, it doesn't matter. In Italy, you only find it in the fall and winter. You don't really find it much in the summer. Oh, you can, but we don't really eat it in the summer. It's more of a fall thing, and you always got to eat it with sausages or pork chops or like chicken cutlets. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
It was a great TED Talk.
Great job. Great job, Uncle Mike.
I try. I try.
Oh, wow, it's 7:30. We have been running. Okay, let's do a couple more questions, and then we're going to bounce.
Well, can we go over what you have there?
Oh, I mean, we might want to do that. We may want to. We got some almond croissants, okay?
Well,
We
let me
got
see those.
almond
Let me see
croissants.
the almond croissants. Let me get a nice shot of those. Here we go. Right there. Very nice.
We got a quiche Lorraine, okay? I don't know who Lorraine is, but she can make a quiche. And then we have a bagel charcuterie board, because I love me a bagel charcuterie board, okay? Mini bagels, nicely toasted, that some of you were very nice to remind me to check. And then like whatever goodies you want to put on your bagels. I got another Nutella because my sister's going to be eating them. I know where I stand. Softened cream cheese, berries, just because they're pretty. And some grapes. They will be eaten. You need a little sweet, a little freshness, you know? And then some tomato. I love salami, or you can do lox, salami, cucumber, onion, and capers.
Can we
And
get a
cream
nice little
cheese.
rotate? Can we
And
get a nice
cream-
little rotate on that?
And cream cheese. Delicious, delightful. Cannot wait to eat. I'm very excited. Oh, some bacon as well. I did a little bacon. It's not the prettiest, I'm not going to lie to you.
You serve that on Easter brunch.
Serve
Everybody's
this on
happy.
Easter brunch with some mimosas, courtesy of your bartender. Mine's taken. Mine's very busy. It's going to be very busy, okay? And you've got a great brunch. It's very easy. You could do other things with it. You could do an additional fresh fruit plate if you wanted to. I would do more bagel things. Like I would maybe cook up some eggs so that you have them for your bagels, and I would definitely grab some lox as well, and then that would be really easy. And then aside from that, you don't really need a whole lot more. You just need your good ones around you and have a good time. But I think we're gonna cap it and call it a night. We are gonna go have dinner. We're gonna do breakfast for dinner, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Which, let's see what the date is, Uncle Mike, for that. Let's see what the date is for the next Tasty Thursday. The 13th. Wow,
It's moving
Time flies.
along. This year's moving.
this year is like flying.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, and then the one after that, it's gonna have to be Cinco de Mayo themed.
What do you
Right
think the
on.
theme will be for the next one? Do we have any idea?
I don't, but I would love for you to leave a comment down below for what you want the next theme to be. And it could be like lemon theme, potato theme, it could be Italian theme, Asian theme, Mexican, whatever. Just leave them down below and I will go through them and I will pick them for future Tasty Thursdays, because I think the theme is just the way to go. We will get matching attire, and we will bring you drinks.
Oh, margaritas for.
Oh yeah. Do you know that I have a Mexican name? Listen. And I'm saying this because when I was working at my dad's pizza shop, we had some of the greatest people that I worked with that I love. He was from Mexico. His name was Arturo, and the very first time I met him, he introduced himself. He says, "Hola, my name is Arturo," and he says, "What is your name?" I said, "My name is Laura," and he goes, "No, you need a Mexican name." I said, I do. And he goes, "Your new name, Margarita Consuela de la Concepcion." So that's
a good
my
name.
alter ego.
Laura's too
I
short.
love it. I love it. If I can't be Laura, I want to be Margarita Gozón de la Concepción, okay?
See,
Just saying.
that's all I can say in Spanish. See.
I'm telling you, it's been my alter ego ever since. And I am an honorary Latina to all those of you that follow me on IG. You know, you called me an honorary Latina, so I feel very grateful. So anyway, to our next Tasty Thursday, thank you for joining us. We will see you in the next one.
Chin chin.
Why does yours look milky?